My name is Abigail Mannery. I am 17 years old. I'm going to Chicago to be the Idaho Miss Amazing Teen Queen representative.
Abigail has been teased and bullied her entire school life. It would mean the world to me if Abigail had one person to hang out with her.
How many friends have you got, Abigail?
I don't know. Not many.
I've always felt like friendships are very important. And it's very difficult for special needs children to connect. And I think activities are important and to be aware of the activities.
I want to write a card to Abigail.
I really want to make a difference in the world from people, if people are sad, then I make them happy.
Going to the national pageant has everything to do with making connections and making friends and just finding a community.
I'm doing great. I can't wait to meet you in person. You are the bomb. Love, Abby. I have a big family. I got one sister and 4 brothers. And they came to a big family dinner, and they're supporting me by sending me off. They're really protective over me, and they all say, if a boy ever asks you on a date, I'm gonna grab my gun and clean him.
Edit that out. No, you can't say that. Okay, give me a hug. I'm gonna go eat.
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna go play a game.
Enjoy.
Anybody ready to eat this beautiful cake? Thank you for coming.
When we adopted her when she was 6, she was the size of a 2-year-old. She didn't talk. Abby also has a cognitive disorder. Her brain processes things at a much slower rate. Our neuropsychologist told us that her IQ number will never change, but her ability to function, to grow, and to manage life is unlimited.
Come here, Mom.
Okay, looks like you got them set up, huh?
Yeah, she answered.
Okay.
Hi.
Are you guys excited for Chicago?
I am too. I've been practicing my trumpet for the talent show. Yeah. Miss Amazing pageant is a pageant for girls with disabilities. I love purple. It's not your typical beauty pageant. It's a skills-based pageant.
This pageant has been great because Abigail has to grow and to develop talents or develop skills. I feel that's so important for her to be able to even live her life in every way.
Can't wait to see you in Chicago. You're welcome.
Bye.
I'm packing 10 socks just in case my feet get wet.
Okay.
I'm nervous about all of it. However, I'm so excited to meet Miss McKenna.
Come on, McKenna, let's get going. We have a plane to catch.
I'm really excited to meet Abigail in Chicago. I'm off to Chicago.
Off to Chicago! Bye! Love you! Bye! See you in a week! Thank you! See you in a week!
The schedule is completely crazy. There's just activities and events back to back, but that's kind of what you get when you bring 130 girls and women together and their families and you try to pack as many activities as you can into 4 days. It's running smoothly, but everyone's incredibly busy and they ran away, so. Miss Amazing came from a very naive place. I was 13 years old. I had done a couple of pageants when I was younger, and it was always a very positive experience for me. So when I volunteered with the Special Olympics and I met some incredible athletes through that program, I wanted to provide that experience that I received through pageantry for the female athletes. I held the first Miss Amazing event in 2007, and everything really started kicking off in around 2010 when I was honored with the Teen Nick Halo Award. We received massive media exposure across the globe and a $25,000 grant. And so really we had all the fuel that we needed to expand the program to other states. So how it works is that each girl is recognized with the crown on stage for her achievements, but also in every single age division, we recognize a representative or queen for that age division. We have 3 required skill areas, and those include introduction, which is an on-stage speaking section. We have a one-on-one interview with judges, and the presentation and evening wear. The talent section is incredibly popular. We say it's optional, but usually every single participant is on stage performing.
The last 6 months, working so closely with Abigail, I think has deepened our relationship. We've done all these events together, written over 100 thank you notes, fundraised together. We've talked a lot about who she is, different abilities that she has, and what she wants to do with her life. So how are you feeling about everything, Miss Abby?
Nervous.
Are you getting nervous?
Yeah.
What's the worst thing that could happen tonight?
Could slip and fall and break something.
Okay, what's the best thing that could happen?
I didn't meet McKenna. Ow.
That's probably the truest statement ever, right?
Yeah. Each other the first time to see you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. So what's your favorite thing about the pageant so far?
I'm excited to dance.
That's awesome. I am too.
Feel like you kind of know each other, though?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
So what's your favorite color?
Pink.
I feel like I fit in here better than at school because a lot of these girls have gone through the same thing I've gone through, and they understand how it feels to be bullied, and they are nice.
My hope is that anyone who attends the Miss Amazing event will instantly learn that girls and women with disabilities are complex and multifaceted and have so much to offer our world. Miss Amazing is home to girls who are empowered to make. They're empowered to make art, music, and friends, to make history and to make an impact, to make someone's day, and to make a movement. So don't be shy. Head up to the dance floor right now to jam along with them, ladies and gentlemen, Van Gogh.
I've never been in such an awesome environment like that where I've got to actually dance with people. Usually this is me dancing alone. But yesterday, this was me. Now I'm getting a little,
Are you getting a little calmer, hot? Okay. So why don't we...
I need water because my lips are getting blue.
Okay, take a deep breath.
It's just nerve-wracking. I've never been anything nationally before. I'm competing competing with a lot of girls who probably have more experience than I do. I mean, I don't want to win. I want to have fun, and that's all it's about.
And finally, we have some young women who have truly amazed us since becoming Miss Amazing representatives. They are teen queens, and let's begin with Mary Catherine Collins.
I'm Mary Catherine Collins, and I'm 17 years old, and I live in Helena, and I'm Miss Teen Alabama, and my hobbies were I'm a singer, and I made good grades on it, and I'm so excited to be here.
Honestly, I think the judges have maybe one of the hardest jobs at Miss Amazing, especially since Miss Amazing includes a very wide spectrum of girls and women with disabilities. We have girls that are higher functioning and low functioning that use different methods of communication. We employ people with extensive backgrounds in special education, and it's still even hard for them.
McKenna Brooks.
Woo!
My name is McKenna Brooks. I'm 17 years old. My favorite hobbies are cheerleading, and I like doing Zumba classes, and I work with animals, and I do vibe class, and I do Zumba.
Let's meet Abigail Mannery.
Hello, everyone. My name is Abigail Mannery. I am 17 years old, and I am representing Idaho for the Teen Miss Amazing Queen. An interesting fact about me is that this pageant has changed my whole entire life. I am more confident with who I am, what I do, and who I'm going to become.
Get in there, girl.
Woo! Okay. I'm like, that'd be awkward.
My hands are like shaking.
Oh, yeah. It's the nerves.
Yeah.
It's the nerves. Yeah. Well, good job.
I think it's been so cool to watch these amazing girls just kind of support one another and to talk to each other and to have someone to connect to. And
Well, to feel like everyone belongs, because inclusion has been a big issue, at least at her school. It's so competitive, and she just views it as like she just wants to be a part of something.
Yeah.
She sees a pep rally. She wants to be in there. She wants to be a part of it. So sometimes I think that in high schools, when she more realized, she did come home one time and said, I'm special needs. And I said, well, I thought you were McKenna. She said, no. Well, someone said I'm special needs. I said, well, that's not who you are. That's just, you know, that's something like anybody else has. It's not, it doesn't define you.
yeah. It's hard to find that peer group, to find the people who are doing things similar to you. We're all struggling to find resources for our children. We're all struggling to find places for our children to fit in. We're all struggling to help our children achieve what they want to achieve in life, because I think we know our children can do whatever they want to do. They just need a little extra help getting there.
People with disabilities make up a huge portion of our population, and how incredibly sad to think that so many people feel like they're not being fulfilled, that their potential and strength isn't being utilized. I think we have a responsibility to do that.
We're about to go in the interview.
And what will happen in the interview, do you think?
We're gonna get talked.
Some of the issues that girls and women like Abigail and McKenna are coming across are access to employment, access to the resources for them to build the skills to gain employment. And Miss Amazing 100% provides that environment where we're just celebrating abilities of all people.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. What a great smile you have.
Well, thank you. I really like your smile, too.
Oh, thank you. You like playing trumpet. Now, that's a hard instrument. Tell me about that.
I always say my trumpet is my best friend because it never mocks me, never judges me, or never makes fun of me in any way, shape, or form.
No.
It says here that you like to volunteer.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I love volunteering with animals.
Oh, so fun. What are your favorite kind of animals?
Cats and dogs.
I was born in Bulgaria, and when I was young, I had 2 heart surgeries. And then after that, I got adopted from a family who isn't my family now, but they saved my life because they helped me get my 3rd heart surgery. And then I'm adopted to the family that I'm with now, and I love them and adore them.
How has it been being Miss Amazing's representative from Georgia so far?
That I got to meet new friends.
You're also a cheerleader?
Yeah.
So I think that comes across in your personality.
Yes.
You seem like a really happy person.
Yes.
That's great.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck.
She made a comment that talking about her disabilities has made her more confident. It doesn't feel like a big secret anymore, and it feels like a weight has been lifted. And as a mother who wants her daughter to grow and develop, I'm thrilled.
What has been the best part about being Miss Amazing in Idaho so far?
Is being able to be myself and learn how to advocate for other people who might be different to society. And I talked to a kids group about me, the pageant, and how to be friends with people who are different.
Wow.
Yay! The interviews are really important because they expect things that we probably don't know, so all we have to do is try our best. And I think I hit it out of the ballpark.
Woo! Beautiful girls in their business
You
wear.
did really good.
Thank you.
How are you walking on? Practice the whole thing. So this is the way you'll go on tonight.
Okay.
And do they come off the same way, or are you having them go off the other way tonight?
They can go off wherever they want.
Okay.
I'll just go off the other side.
Okay, so come on here, and then, so you're gonna come on here, and it's this way. I've enjoyed meeting the other parents. I sometimes feel like I'm thinking 10 steps ahead for Abigail. When you have someone who has special needs and special ways of doing things, you have to think ahead. Okay, is this in your backpack? Is this in your backpack? Did you think of this? Did you get that? And do you have all this together? And seeing how other moms have interacted with their daughters has made me feel like, okay, I'm one of the pack.
There's music with it. Okay, yeah, it's on the piano. Tell them to just hit the play.
Then we're gonna have Samantha Hutchison.
What happened? Yeah. It was nerve-wracking, and I haven't practiced, and I don't know. I just lost track when I got too much into the music.
You got flustered, you got frustrated. I understand. Your music wasn't there, but you were prepared. You had it right here in the bag.
Yeah.
So you just gotta, once that happens, things in life are gonna be like that.
Everyone needs a venue to push themselves, to set high expectations for themselves, and to compete with each other. That's healthy. If they fall down, they get back up, they show resilience, and they're using their abilities to their fullest potential. That's something that we're looking at in a Miss Amazing.
Miss Amazing participants have proven time and time again that they have talent. Our performers are backstage ready to entertain you, so I won't delay this exciting show any longer. Are you guys ready to witness the many talents of your Miss Amazing contestants?
Something about onstage performance is incredibly therapeutic. We found that to especially be the case for girls and women with autism, that one-on-one, they might not really express themselves fully, but on stage, when they're performing or reading a poem, they're able to express themselves in a way that's not very common in one-on-one conversations.
I got a little bit of butterflies in my stomach, but not as much because my parents assured me, you assured me, and everyone here is just happy that we all are able to participate, so it's pretty awesome. It's awesome that I got my new BFF sitting next to me. Love you, McKenna.
The title of her piece is GA All-Star Cheer. Give it up for McKenna. Abigail Mannery is from Idaho, and she is 17 years old.
This is awesome. We are amazing.
And then going through the whole process of seeing people and meeting people and having Abigail be around the different girls and different parents, and it's been hard, because for me as a dad to look at this environment and then look at Abigail and say, this is where she fits.
I'm amazing because I like meeting new friends.
Yay!
And then knowing that, you know, this is all gonna end. And now she's gonna go back into the world that I feel like I, as a father, need to protect her from. You know, the mean kids and the bullies and the people just looking down on her for the way she is.
I feel almost bad that Abigail's going home and doesn't have what McKenna has. It's a big party and then it's over. You know, and McKenna's party keeps going.
Dawn should be there. Dawn should be there in Grand G, no?
Okay, no, I'm just asking because I didn't know.
Yeah. It's day 3 of National Miss Amazing. We have one more on-stage presentation show for the younger girls, and then we have our closing ceremony. We are getting very close to finding out who our queens and runners-up will be.
Okay, but yeah, you're making story. Awesome. Things are fine, so then the people in red are coming, the people in yellow.
Miss Amazing Queens have the opportunity and are encouraged to volunteer throughout the community, to speak on behalf of Miss Amazing, to act as role models and philanthropists in their communities. So really what we're trying to do is position girls and women with disabilities in positions of power and influence.
I'm so excited about tonight, but I'm kind of nervous because, I mean, no man, I shouldn't be nervous. I'm really excited for tonight because this is the night when we get to find out who all the queens for the National Miss Amazing is.
Yeah.
And I honestly hope that you win because that would be pretty awesome.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's see what we got. Oh my.
And the spin is just enough poof.
Not too much. Oh.
Yeah, not too much. You'll be on your keister.
No, I want to fall down and say, I'm okay.
We are so proud of you and everything you've done. I think you were amazing on stage. What do we feel is most important?
Me having fun.
And who being proud of who?
Me.
So are you proud of yourself?
Yes.
When she walked into our family, she was still using a bottle. She didn't talk, didn't know how to hug. And now I have watched her over the last 6 months just talk to anybody and to just be Abby.
Your princess is McKenna Brooks.
McKenna!
Finally here at the end of the road. Long couple of days. I think we're both relieved and tired, but excited.
And proud. Very proud.
There is a lot of tough competition out there, and so I'm not convinced she will come out on top as the national teen queen. I'm so proud of her either way. Win, lose, she's a winner, always.
Finally, it's time to meet the young lady who will act as a role model for her peers across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your 2017 National Miss Amazing Teen Queen, Abigail Mannering.
You did it. You're Abigail Mannering. You did it, Abigail Mannering. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you.
Come here. Come here, Tootsie.
I'm really happy for her.
It's okay to be happy, and it's all right to be a little sad.
Yeah.
I know you wanted to win, but it's okay too.
Okay.
This hasn't been just a growth experience for Abigail. I think it's been a growth experience for all of us. I've done things that I never thought I would do in terms of fundraising, talking to people. And every opportunity that came our way, we just took it.
It's been a crazy week, and so from week 0, I was lonely. I only had a limited amount of friends. I've gotten bullied. I've felt lonely. To week 100, where I met my new best friend at a pageant. It's pretty awesome. Well, good job.
Attitude was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.